Welcome to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and it's great to have you back. The show is live on TV2 on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. and again on Fridays at 4:30 p.m. If those times are not convenient for you, not to worry, because you can find us on WJERTV2.com under Community Programming. Across the Aisle is the name of our show. Or you can Google on YouTube Across the Aisle TV2 New Philadelphia, Ohio. And you can find not only the most current show, but all the shows from last year as well. So it's a very exciting time for us in Ohio and across the nation politically. We are rolling into the general election November 8th. And so we will be doing a series of interviews with candidates that will be on the ballot November 8th, and also some people about some of the issues that will be on the ballot. So I'm very pleased to have with me today Tuscarawas County Commissioner Belle Everett. Commissioner Everett is finishing her first 4-year term as Tuscarawas County Commissioner, and she is running for re-election to a 4-year term, and she will be on the ballot November 8th. So I want you to please stay tuned with us when we have a conversation with Commissioner Everett. We're going to talk about the beginning of her first 4 years as commissioner, some of her accomplishments, and then we're going to talk about her re-election and what she sees as crucial moving forward for all of the residents of Tuscarawas County. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back in just a few moments with more Across the Aisle.
Hi, this is Heather, the Garden Girl, and I am so excited to be able to announce to you guys, the viewers, that I have now opened the Garden Girl shop. Well, where are you going to find me at? It's real easy. I'm located at 1881 7 Mile Drive, tucked in behind the Point Cafe. So come visit me Wednesday through Fridays from 10 to 6, Saturdays from 10 to 4, Sundays from 11 to 3. However, if you see the big garage door up, that means I'm here, and you are always more than welcome to stop in. Also, don't forget, my priority is educating you guys. So stay tuned for all my make and take workshops where you can come in, learn, get your hands dirty, and head home with your very own projects. Can't wait to see you.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and I'm very pleased to have with me Tuscarawas County Commissioner Belle Everett. Commissioner Everett is toward the end of her first 4 years as County Commissioner, and she is on the ballot November 8th for re-election to a second 4-year term. So Commissioner Everett, I know how busy you are. I'm so pleased that you had time to take away from your busy schedule to come and visit with us this afternoon.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks.
I was kind of looking back to 4 years ago when you just got started, and I wanted to maybe just reflect a little bit for the listeners about when you came into office, what did you bring with you to the table in terms of experience and skill sets, and what were some of your expectations as to what this job would bring?
Well, Gail, I was a township trustee for 11 years, In 2001, I took office and served Warwick Township as a township trustee. And about 5 years into that, I was elected by my peers of the state of Ohio, by all of the township trustees and fiscal officers as one of 20 directors on the Ohio Township Association. So I had a statewide, networking experience, and of course, always my grassroots as a Warwick Township trustee. And then in 2009, Governor Strickland appointed me to the Solid Waste Advisory Council for the state of Ohio. Then again, Governor Kasich decided to appoint me to that same council. So I've served on state boards, served, regionally. So I bring a broad spectrum of experience, local government and statewide, and I brought that to the office in 2013.
That's great. I know that one of the things that we all were so proud of was all of your work in the township and those networking opportunities. Many people who look at political careers often say that being a county commissioner is, being a township trustee is the perfect springboard into higher office, because it is kind of a training ground where you get to not only work with local government and non-governmental entities in order to, achieve the objectives at hand, but you also develop those regional relationships that really help strengthen your coalitions and give you the ability to get things done. Has that been your experience, and how have you been able to use that to help the people of Tuscarawas County?
Yes, it has been my experience. Actually, I could name one experience with Rush Township. Rush Township is the first township of 22 townships in Tuscarawas County's history to form a JED, which is a Joint Economic Development District. I made some introductions of folks that I knew who were experienced in this statewide, and I made that introduction to Rush Township, and they've since formed a relationship and formed their first JED. The county commissioners gave it its blessing, I think it was 2 years ago. And so those relationships have helped me, bring information and more networking here for townships and villages, municipalities. So that's one aspect of it. The other is just having been able to travel throughout the state, seeing townships with budgets larger than our $23 million budget here in Tuscarawas County has given me a great insight. And I think it's very important to serve at the local level before you move on. I mean, those folks who run, for state office and have never served as a local elected official, they're missing something. They just haven't had that experience. And so I think it's very important.
Okay, very, very good. Now, as we kind of move down the road and look through your tenure during the last 4 years, you have been working with, of course, 2 other commissioners. Now, do you work full-time as county commissioner?
Absolutely, I do. Actually, and weekends and sometimes Sundays. There are so many events and so many, occasions where people ask for representation by the county commissioners and speaking engagements, those sorts of things, although we're not paid for that. But yes, I do spend a lot of time in the office, out of the office. If I don't leave my office, I don't know what's going on beyond those doors. And so I spend time at the sheriff's office, the engineer's office, getting to know more about other departments and their needs. Although I do have several responsibilities as a commissioner, I am the only county commissioner of the 3 of us, Commissioner Metzger and Abiel. I serve on the Board of Revisions, which it's time consuming. The first year in, I think we had 181 cases of appeals.
Now, what does the Board of Revision do, just for our viewers who don't know?
Board of Revision.
In a nutshell.
Yes, in a nutshell. If you get your tax bill, your property tax bill, and your valuation of your home, and you don't agree with it, you have the right to appeal it. And so there's an appeal process, and there has to be a commissioner, an auditor, and a treasurer. So I work closely with those 2 other offices, and we make decisions on the folks' property valuations.
Okay.
And sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't. But it's a very important process because it gives that property owner the right to say, I think you're wrong, and then we review
And
it.
make their case.
Right, right.
Very
It's
good. Okay. Well, we're going to come back in just a few minutes. We're going to talk some more with Commissioner Everett about her first 4 years. And then we're going to talk about her reelection campaign and looking forward to another 4-year term for Tuscarawas County. So stay tuned and we'll be right back with more Across the Aisle.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Welcome back to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and with me today is my guest, Tuscarawas County Commissioner Belle Everett. And we have been talking with Commissioner Everett about her first 4 years as County Commissioner. We have mentioned that she is running for re-election and she will be on the ballot November 8th. So Commissioner Everett, we were talking about some of the things you do as a full-time commissioner, and what are some of the things that you do as a county commissioner that you think are so very important to that office and to making that office perhaps bigger and better than what it was when you came in?
Well, prior to coming in to office, the minutes nor were the agendas. They were not online. And so I made it my goal to have the minutes and the agendas online for the public's consumption because, otherwise they'd have to dial you up and say, hey, what's on the agenda today? Radio stations, newspapers, that sort. Now, it's right there at their fingertips.
They can go to the Tuscarawas County Commissioner's website, which is,
it's very long. I believe it is www.tuscarawas.oh.us.
And then they can see that agenda and those minutes that you made possible to be
Yes.
Put online for
Yes.
people to see. That's excellent.
Yes.
So what else is important, do you think, as a commissioner, to the people of Tuscarawas County, and what have you done to kind of make a difference there?
I think, giving them the information, having the information readily available, there's a comfort level there now with folks because they don't have to knock on the door or make a phone call to ask for information. They know that they can email. Actually, my email address, my individual email address is on the website. So a lot of times folks know that they can just email Belle Everett and ask her a question in confidentiality, confidentially. Having an open door policy is very important to me, and so I do keep my office hours and my office door is open to anyone who wants to visit. I think just getting the word out that this office does not belong to me. it belongs to the people. And I'm there as their public servant, and I need to be there available to them. I am pretty much 24/7. Information, now, when you said go to the website, that is something I would really like to work on, because our website currently is not responsive to mobile devices, so you will have a difficult time navigating on our website on a mobile device. So that is a goal for me, to have a new website up and running. So that has yet to be accomplished. Having the ability to purchase your dog tags online has come about in the last couple years, and I've provided intranet for the dog pound, where before they did not have that.
That's great.
So-
So I mean, not only can you renew your license plates online, now you can get your dog tag online.
Yes.
So that's great.
It's
That's great.
yeah, there's no excuse not to have a dog license.
So speaking of technology, do you have a Facebook page?
I do. I have a social media page. I have a personal page, and then I do have a page as a county commissioner that folks can follow my campaign. And I tweet on Twitter, although it's something that, for my age, I'm not too into this hashtags, but social media is very, very important, I think, this day and age, to let people know. I actually get messages from the public through my social media, oftentimes asking me questions about, just information, for county information.
So just yet another way to be more accessible to the voters. And I know that transparency has been just very important to you, and it seems that your work in the first 4 years has definitely been focused on that area, among others, to make sure the government is more open. And I think that a lot of our viewers like local politics a lot better than state and national politics, because office holders at the local level are more accessible, and with increased technology, of course, it makes it easier for people to have that window into government and to cross that bridge sometimes that used to divide us. So we're going to continue our conversation, and I would like to talk with you about your election and what your plans are for the future. So please stay tuned, and we will be back in just a few more minutes with more of our conversation with Tuscarawas County Commissioner Belle Everett on Across the Aisle.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Hi, this is Heather, the Garden Girl, and I am so excited to be able to announce to you guys, the viewers, that I have now opened the Garden Girl shop. Well, where are you gonna find me at? It's real easy. I'm located at 1881 7 Mile Drive, tucked in behind the Point Cafe. So come visit me Wednesday through Fridays from 10 to 6, Saturdays from 10 to 4, Sundays from 11 to 3. However, if you see the big garage door up, that means I'm here, and you are always more than welcome to stop in. Also, don't forget, my priority is educating you guys, so stay tuned for all my make and take workshops where you can come in, learn, get your hands dirty, and head home with your very own projects. Can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and with me today is Tuscarawas County Commissioner Belle Everett. Welcome back, Belle.
Thank you.
We were having a conversation with you about your first 4 years as Tuscarawas County Commissioner, and we did mention that you are running for re-election, and you're on the ballot November 8th. So I want to switch from that governance mode into the campaign discussion now. Why did you decide that you wanted to run for a second term? What were some of the things that made you decide you wanted to put your name out there again and knock on all those doors?
Well, 4 years isn't enough time to get everything accomplished. And as you know, it does take all three of us, three commissioners, to get the job done. And so I can honestly say that I truly love my job. I love what I do, and I would like to see the county further its technology advances, and as far as marketing, the county, nationwide, not just statewide. I'm looking forward to possibly building a new dog pound. In 2006, the land was given to the CIC. So currently, the place where the dog pound is currently located in the technology park there, owned by the CIC. We own the building, we do not own the property. So I'm looking for a new location and would like to build a facility. And I have had conversations with Kent State to work possibly with their veterinarian tech department. I just think there are great opportunities here, having a campus right here in Tuscarawas County, and perhaps, a department like the dog pound, or I would like to call it maybe the dog shelter, adoption center. Possibly we could work with Kent State. That's been discussed myself and the dean, Brad Bilski. And so, those ideas are still out there, and, I just have unfinished business. But technology and, growth, marketing, actually, everyone talks about bringing in new businesses, but I think it's very important to understand that we have businesses here that have been established for many years, and we need to support those businesses as well. They need to know that local government supports them. So.
Okay, that's
few
great.
ideas.
Now, we know that campaigns are very stressful, chaotic, nerve-wracking, hard-working days. And we know that you've been probably out there working very hard. What's your favorite part of campaigning? Because campaigning is different than governing. What's your favorite part of campaigning?
Oh, my favorite part is actually the same favorite part as a county commissioner. I like to meet people. And the way I do that is I knock on doors. And so I can tell you, I've been on many porches, because I did run in '08 for county commissioner, lost that race, but I didn't give up. I ran in 12. I knocked on those same porches, and I expect to do that. I have been communicating with the public, and I will be knocking on those same doors this campaign season, because I love meeting people, and actually meeting the people and giving them the opportunity to say, hey, good job, or I'd like you to try this, or well, can you, what can you do to make my community a better place to live? So just meeting and networking with people, it's awesome. I love it.
That's great. Okay, well, looking ahead, past the election, should the voters re-elect you to a second term, what's in the forecast for then the next 4 years? Do you have any ideas that you really want to get started on right away? Is there a project that you are mid-cycle in that you want to continue and wrap up? Or are there any surprises that you want to share? We all love surprises. If you want to share with the viewers today.
I don't have any surprises, but there are always surprises for us as county commissioners. Actually, we have the big dome project. The dome has to be restored.
Oh, at the courthouse?
At the courthouse. And that is, it's projected to be over $1 million, possibly 1.5. That's a big project. And, so having the opportunity to, be a part of the oversight and making sure that that project is completed and satisfactory to, the historic standards of the building.
Sure.
So that's a big project. I mean, that's a big money project. There are a lot of capital improvement projects that we have listed and marked, and yet we're trying to check them off one at a time. But during the lean years, the commissioners could not address a lot of those infrastructure projects, buildings and heating, cooling, those sorts of things. So that is, those are things I'd like to knock off the list so that we can get our buildings and our facilities up to snuff. Now, on the other side, I support infrastructure, improvements in our roads. Asphalt prices have gone up 147% since 2005 to 2015. So, and with the fuel tax not changing, and the state of Ohio for the fuel tax that is charged at the pump, the state gets 48 cents per gallon, and the counties get less than 2 cents. So
How's that fair?
It's not. So they got a lot. They've got a lot of extra money in that rainy day fund. So I'm actually working on a committee in Columbus trying to get the legislature to step up to provide some funding for the for the infrastructure. So infrastructure is very important for development. If you have roads that are potholes and you have no access to water, sewer projects, who's going to build here? Who's going to expand? So providing that infrastructure, water, sewer, good roads, safe roads, I think it's very important. So that's something I'm lobbying in Columbus. I lobby at the federal level, and of course, I stand behind our county engineer and trying to help, improve things countywide. And our townships, they're suffering.
Sure.
The local government fund, it's dwindled, and so, the money's just not there.
Right. I know it's always been a challenge for local government to be creative and find ways up to make for the increasing shortfalls from state and federal government. So we've been talking today with County Commissioner Belle Everett, who is up for re-election. We want to thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and spend time with our viewers. And we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
We want you to tune in again with us on Across the Aisle. We are on Channel 2 on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m., on Fridays at 4:30 p.m. If those times are not convenient for you, you can catch taped versions of the show on WJERTV2.com, or you can find us on YouTube, not only with our current episodes, but all the shows from last year. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Across the Aisle. And from all of us here at TV2, thank you and have a pleasant evening.